Welcome in. Welcome in. This is a pick a card reading. I chose one of the great millions of questions that you all asked. We're going to keep doing this. Just saying. This is Michelle's question. She asked it. I got her question from the air sign reading. So we'll be reaching out to you. I'm going to do a little reading for you. So thank you very much for this very fine question. The question she asked was, what subconscious blocks are holding me back? And I took that to mean things that you may not know about yourself or things that you just may be doing unconsciously that are blocking love and abundance, blocking everything, anything at all. Okay. So the reading may show more abundance. It may show more love. It may be both. Abundance of all kinds, right? Abundance of all kinds. So when you're thinking about your own things that you wish you could have in your life, or things that you feel like you're not manifesting, I want you to close your eyes a little bit and for a little bit here. And I want you to take a deep breath. And just allow yourself to connect. Connect with spirit just a little bit. Just open yourself up. Take another deep breath. Get yourself nice and grounded. And when you open your eyes, which pile calls to you? Which pile is calling your name? This is group A. This is group B. And this is group C. So this is a timeless reading. So you could watch this again in a couple of months or something like that. And you may have different blocks at the time. You may be having different issues showing up for you. So what is blocking me right now? Whenever you watch this, what is blocking me right now? What subconscious blocks do I have around love or abundance or any kind of thing I want to bring into my life? Again, this is group A, this is group B, and this is group C. So how this works is, as you're choosing, many of you have already chosen. It's really just a gut response here. Because you and I are working together in this, within all readings that we're doing here. You and I are working together. So you're taking in what makes sense for you, since these are general readings. In a pick a card, you're really using your intuition to figure out which reading. Not figure out, not your mind, but go with your heart, go with your gut. That's where intuition lives. Okay? Remove any fears, remove any doubts. Just like, yeah, group A, I'm in. Okay? So I'm going to remove group C over here and group B. Okay. And we're going to look at group A. So I pulled 3 cards here. Oh, from the Animal Spirit deck. Dear Spirit, bringing a gentle touch. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. Bee Spirit, sweet results await. So for some of you here, I feel like you might have been a little bit too timid in how you're going after things or how you're doing things in your life. You also may get more aggressive as things speed up. Okay, so this is what's going on here. So underneath is 3 of Wands. I'm just going to lay this out. This is a modified Celtic cross, the beginning of it. In the extended, we will look at remedies. What are the things I need to employ? What information don't I know about? Okay, so however this reading resonates for you. As always, we'll look at any zodiac signs that show up. Okay, so you are coming out. This is the card underneath, 3 of Wands, and that is the manifestation card. So we're right on the money here. This is about I'm looking to manifest something new in my life, whether it's love or abundance or a new job or a new friend, even whatever you manifest. You can manifest anything. Like, I want a great recipe for lasagna. Like, you can manifest anything, right? Um, it doesn't always have to be like the earth-shattering things, but many times it is, especially when you're concerned about having a block, right? When you're like, oh man, okay, because the universe is showing you that something needs to be worked on, okay? Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I'll take you through this one at a time. Ooh, wow. Okay. So I see Aries, Leo, Sag. I see Virgo here already. And I'm already seeing you're moving in a better direction. Okay? The person who chose this, if you chose this reading, there's something here about you not knowing if you have the right stuff to move this forward. That you may not be courageous enough or strong enough or smart enough or beautiful or handsome enough or something like that. The universe is saying to you, this is the message from the universe, King of Wands. Do it. Okay? If you have, you might be too timid about how you want to move forward. Okay? Because here you are in this Nine of Wands energy, Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, that Virgo energy. That is some supremely hard work. That is some supremely hard work, okay, that you're putting in. And the Nine of Wands shows that you're kind of a little bit, I don't know, a little bit discouraged. Wow, everything's going on at once here. Everything's going on at once. You could be a little bit discouraged. You could feel a little bit like, I've got to put some more work into it. Or you could be going too slowly, a little bit too gentle, not enough, not enough, not enough inspiration. There's something here. If you're looking to build a business or if you're looking to have a partner, I feel like you need to be a little more inspirational. I feel like there's something here that you might be a little bit too run of the mill for yourself, and you're not. You're not that. You might be feeling a little bit like slow about things, too timid about things. So the opportunity here, this is very 11th house, that your friends, family, connections that you have can help you. So if you're looking to manifest a life partner, friends or family is likely where that's going to come through. You might not have been sort of tapping into that. You may not be telling anybody, well, I'm really interested in dating now, like you got divorced a couple years ago or something like that. And where you come from here, Five of Wands, like it's too confusing. There's too many people. There's too many opinions. So you just kind of shut down, okay? You just kind of shut down. And in the recent past, you have started to make efforts, to make headway, all right? Because you're going from this Page of Wands, there's some kind of movement forward or some kind of new offering there. But what you're doing here is this Knight of Pentacles stuff, which is like, I want to say too slow, because we're talking about blocks. The universe is saying to you, no, move faster. Antelope spirit. Things are speeding up. So you're going to have to navigate that for yourself. You may not be comfortable with that. You may also not be comfortable in being sort of out there asking people for help or anything like that. This feels like, oh no, I've got to do it all myself. 10 of Wands. So if this is a reading about abundance, King of Wands is an entrepreneur, okay? And you may have put in some small effort here. You're needing to step it up. You may think there's too much competition. There's too much going on. This could be for dating too. There's too many people out there. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not handsome enough. There's more people competing for this person. Could be a Virgo, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. There's a lot of people competing for their attention. Oh no, I'm just not going to do it. The issue is here, being too gentle, being too retiring, okay? Because this Virgo energy is very much kind of a, get small kind of energy. No offense to Virgos. But in this case, it's a block because that's the reading, all right? So you might be making yourself a little too small, not getting noticed, not wearing bright colors, not, if it's about love. If it's about your work, You could be the one who's putting in all the long hours and other people are getting credit for things. You're not putting in enough. Um, you're not tooting your own horn enough. Okay, that's a big one here. You got to toot your own horn more. All right, or you've got to have the confidence. It's about building confidence here. This whole thing is about building confidence. Okay, and not being the only one that's doing the work. Because here's the thing, manifesting, you can manifest things into your life. They don't have to be hard work. If you're thinking everything has to be hard work, or it's got to be difficult, or you're not putting in enough effort, right? It can be the different kind of effort. It can be a manifestation kind of effort. It doesn't have to be like rub some dirt on it, Saturn kind of work. It doesn't have to be that. Okay, so group A, I am going to look at what you need to do, how to move things forward, where you're going, what is coming across your path. I will look at Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag also in the extended. So that's group A. Group B is up next. Well, hey, group B. Hi. Welcome in. So this is for you. This is about what unconscious, is that a word? No, it's not. Subconscious blocks may be blocking you from love or abundance. The group A reading definitely showed both opportunities for love and abundance and some really good advice about that. So for you, Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Love is all around, no need to waste it. Mary Tyler Moore. There is always enough. So love and abundance for you too. Time to let go. You see how this little groundhog is holding on, how appropriate for February. This little groundhog is holding on to the heart. And that says to me that this is about flow. This is about flow and letting, right? The koi fish here, the nightingale spirit, love is all around. Yeah, what's underneath here is 7 of Wands. I'm going to lay this out and then we'll talk it through. So for you, this is you here, High Priestess, really keeping things in. Really keeping things in. Temperance energy, balanced. Wow, Hanged Man. So interesting. 10 of Wands, Star. There's something you really want. There's some kind of abundance. I feel like it is abundance. You could, I feel like there is some abundance that you're trying to bring in. You could be bringing in a lot of people who are not the right person. All right, you're bringing in volume. Okay, you're bringing in volume. 3 of Wands, another manifesting card, and 3 of Pentacles in the rear view mirror here. I feel like you're doing a very good job connecting to your higher self. The angel, Archangel Michael here, really working in your behalf. Okay, you have asked. I feel like you might, first of all, you might need to get more specific, because this feels like you're getting things that you don't want. Okay, feels like you're beating them off with a stick. That could be true, but it's also like nuisance. It's like tire kickers. Okay, it's like people who show up on Match. Have you ever heard of paper clipping? Kind of paper clip you? You know, like they, every once in a while they pop up, and just to make sure you remember them. I feel like you might be having that kind of situation. In terms of abundance, I feel like you might be needing to look at things from a little bit of a different perspective here. Okay, I feel like there are opportunities coming. There are opportunities. You have done the work. All right, 3 of Pentacles. I also feel like you might want it for yourself. If you did something with a group, if you did something with a team, I feel like now you're sort of moving forward on your own, wanting to do that. The universe is saying, hey, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is more about, it doesn't have to be so hard to attract love or abundance into your life. It doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be this hard. All right, the universe is saying to you. So it's time to let go of an old belief system around how difficult it is to bring love into your life, how difficult it is to bring money into your life. This is an unconscious block you have, that you think that it's hard. It's hard to make money. Money doesn't grow on trees. What are your belief systems around money? Okay? There's something in there that is blocking you, and it's also saying that you're getting a lot of opportunities to do this. You might not be seeing them. All right? You need to see things differently. You need to look at things differently, and you're looking for one specific way. So I want to tell you this story because the wish is being granted. All right? Whatever you're manifesting is being granted. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I can be an entrepreneur, but it's only through hard work that happens. Well, you know what? I work pretty hard, but I enjoy what I'm doing. And I also don't push myself into that place of grinding. All right. This is about grinding. Okay. So you may be asked, not being specific enough. So you're getting a lot of stuff coming toward you, but none of it is really the thing. Okay. And I have a good friend. I was going to tell you the story. I have a good friend who is very talented, and he believes that the only way to make money is to get another job. I can't shake him off of that idea, despite my own experience, despite my life, despite obviously you're watching me on YouTube, and that's what I've been trying to tell him is that there's lots of different ways that money can come in. If you are only saying to the universe, hey, I want a new job, then you'll get stuff, but it won't be really what you want. You know, if you're really wanting some major abundance, if you're really wanting to do this for yourself, build this through your own efforts, being a master at something, and then being able to usher in this kind of abundance, you're going to have to look at things differently. Hanged man. Okay, because the universe is working on bringing you what you want. The universe is working on bringing you love. But you're not being specific enough. You might need to think about how what is it in your belief system. I think some of you also have a belief. I see 2 and I see 2 here, but I see 3 and 3 here. And then there's 7 of wands and there's 10 of wands. I really believe that some of you have been in so many relationships where there's been cheating that you might have given up, or that you don't believe that, this is where you get all men are jerks. Bitches be crazy. That's where these ideas come from. It is from a system that is based in fear and anger over past experiences. And yes, do you look at past experiences and think, I'm going to gain wisdom from that, but let's not collapse into fear. Let's try not to do that, okay? I am going to look at, in the extended, I will look at Pisces, Sag, and Aquarius, okay, to see how you can move forward. I feel like the block is that you're not being specific enough, and your mindset is very, very specific in that the only way to get abundance is get a new job. The only way to be happy or whatever is to find somebody who, there's something about cheating here. And I feel like you're pushing away people who might be good opportunities for you, but it's like you're being too specific. So not specific enough, like you want to catch a lot of opportunity, but then you can't see your way out of it. There's also this too specific, and that means you're shoving away opportunities. Okay. So there's these two polarities that are going on here. And that is absolutely true when you see these two cards. The High Priestess, you see the 2, the B and the J on either side of her, Boa Kim and Jobaz, or I forget what that stands for. It's a temple. She's in a temple. And there's light and dark. There's the polarities there. With the Archangel Michael, sort of alchemically pouring one to another, trying to mix these ideas. So it's not just about being so specific that you rule out everything, and the universe is like, I don't know what you're asking me because you're ruling out everything I'm bringing to you. And then being not specific enough, having this big giant net, and things that show up are just like you've got to bat them off. And they're like, yeah, okay. Anybody can get a job. Is it a good job? Is it a job that accomplishes what you want? By the way, there's other ways to bring in abundance. You could do your own thing. You could be an entrepreneur. You could write books. You could whatever your side hustle is, you can learn how to turn that into something. But you're so keen on it's got to look this way, and then not being specific enough in the asking, that you're missing something here. Okay? And both love and abundance. So it's time to let go of these ideas that are blocking you. Those are two opposing ideas. You get me? Too specific and very unspecific. All right, so in the extended, I will look at Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, if you're dealing with that. I'll also look at how to move forward. What advice do you need to get yourself out of this beyond what I've already just said? Okay? Okay. Group B, link is below for you. Group C is up next. Well, hi, Group C. You're up, my darlings. Welcome back. So if you have been patiently waiting, if you've watched the whole thing or not, this is for you, my darlings. So, Fox Spirit, think on your feet. Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. You know, this is one of my favorite cards, right? And Eagle Spirit, Spirit's got your back. So this is definitely, this feels like you're on your own here. You might feel like you're on your own, but it's not true. Okay. The universe has your back. You're never alone. All right. You're never alone. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't know. Two of Pentacles. This is you. Eight of Cups. Situation is strength. Opportunity. Five of Wands. What's the universe saying to you? Page of Pentacles. How we got here, Five of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Near future, High Priestess. Recent past, Four of Cups. So this can be about abundance in any way, shape, or form. Love, abundance of any kind. And I feel like you might be moving forward after, okay, leaving something behind. You're done with a job, you're done with a career, you're done with a lover or a relationship. Things have kind of been really stuck for a little bit of time, because in the past here and in the underside card, very stagnant energy. The Four of Cups there. How we got here, Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you're nicely transforming out of this Five of Pentacles. So there's some good news here. So for the last 5 years, you might have been in a situation, because there's lots of fives here. We're getting another five, Five of Wands. The opportunity is to move beyond other people's bullshit. The Strength card is what's going on for you right now, the situation. And you're learning and growing from moving away from a past life. Okay, you've outgrown it. This was just so much bullshit, right? Other people's stuff, stagnancy, not wanting to move forward, not knowing how to do it. There could have been some big material losses, financial losses, okay? And the good news here is that you are moving on in a strong way. High Priestess. This tells me that now part of what you're doing is the transformation. You know, this is like a Scorpio energy here, the butterfly. This is why the channel has the butterfly, because we're all about transformation here. The butterfly is showing you that not only is something new coming up, you've learned a lot, but Spirit has always had your back, even when things were tough. Okay, even when things were tough. I feel like there were other people who really, you may not, I don't know if you know this or you don't know this, but I feel like other people were consciously blocking your path. Okay, so the universe is going to give you a little gifty. The universe is going to give you a fresh start. A fresh start, a new beginning. And this High Priestess is, it's like being very inside yourself, quiet, meditative. There's not a lot of action here, although you have moved on. And 8, you write 8 of Cups, and the Strength card is an 8. Other people have been pushing back on you. And so you've just been like, you know what? I'm just all to myself. I don't really need to know. I don't really want to talk to anybody. Okay. Mostly because I feel like the 5 of Pentacles here could have been a very devastating financial loss or relationship loss. Something that really was hard for you. Something that was really hard for you. 2 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Page of Cups, Strength again. So it's nice that you're overcoming this, whatever happened. Now I feel like you need a break. All right, I feel like you need to give yourself a break. Even though the past couple of years have been stagnant, this is different kind of giving yourself a break. It's a different feel, okay? So the new thing can come in. You've got to give yourself some space. All right, space for grace. You've got to allow the universe to move forward in your life, help you, okay? Help you move forward. There's plenty of other people who have lied to you, have hurt you, have made this a difficult transformation. And so I'm feeling like right now, what would be the best thing is just to chill. Because transformation is coming. And you've already done so much of this hard work. So much of the past has been the stagnancy, the difficulty, the lack of support from other people. You might have left a job or career or person behind that other people did not understand why you were doing that. And you might have had people behind your back, talking behind your back. Okay, so the near future for you, we're going to get the rest of this reading. I will look at Leo, Pisces. Leo comes up here a couple times. Leo and Pisces. We'll look at that if you're dealing with somebody like that. But right now, the universe wants to give you a gift and help you move on from this past stagnancy in abundance, in love, in all ways. Okay, so I'm going to look at those, these 2 zodiac signs and also where we're going and get you some advice. Okay, so link is below for you, Group C. I will see you over there.